Okay, so now that we have our board laid out from video one, we're going to start drawing our selfie. So we're creating a sort of a Minecraft selfie that resembles ourselves. Couple of things before we start our drawing. First off, you want your body and your person to take up most of your frame. You don't want a whole lot of background. Secondly, I'm going to show you the different ways that you can sketch the squares. So if this is my graph paper, zoom in a little bit, I have options. So I can create a shape with using the whole square in my character. I can use a whole square. I can cut a square directly diagonal, and I want to make sure if I'm doing that, and like what I just did, I take the ruler and I go from corner to corner using my nice ruler. I can cut it in half the other way from corner to corner and use just the other half. Okay, so full square. I'm just coloring them so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. You can use full squares, half squares right, half squares left, or you can cut it in half vertically or horizontally. So I can choose to cut it in half like this and use half a square, either left or right, one color, or I can cut it in half with my ruler, directly in half with my ruler horizontally. Okay, the best I can. Probably a little more. Okay. So just like that. Okay, so those are my choices. I cannot just cut it wherever I want. Okay, I can't just do tiny pieces. I have to use those full square, half diagonal, or half horizontal or vertical. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to start my character. Remember, I want my character to be big, so everything has to be oversized. My head, my hair, everything. I'm going to start mine, and you can start wherever you feel comfortable, but and yours will not look like mine. Remember that this is just an example. I'm going to start down here and lay out my shoulders. I'm only going to do from my shoulders up, like to my head, like a portrait like you get in school yearbook. You can, if you want to make a big, just full human, do that. I'm going to create just the from shoulders up. I kind of find that easier. I'm going to give myself a guideline. So I'm going to put just a light with my pencil. Make sure you're using pencil and your ruler. I'm going to put a light guideline right here. This is kind of where my shirt's going to be, and then my neck will come up, my head, and my hair. Okay. But then I can go back and lightly, because this paper's thin, I'm going to create like my shirt look. So I might come in, I think I'm going to cut like a diagonal here to make like my neck come down, and then maybe follow this straight one a couple, so 2 maybe, like make my shirt like a square neck kind of, or a V-neck you could make, just to give it some interest so that it's not like straight across and then my neck comes out, because that's not really how your shirt looks. And then I'm going to come out to here. You can be off center. I know mine are going to be off center, so maybe I want to do that better. That probably was a bad idea to not go think about where center was. So across my paper is 24, which means this 12th square, this is the middle. That 12th one is the middle of my paper. So I probably want to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start my diagonal here at 9 or so that my shoulders are even. Diagonal, and then come down. And then I'm going to go like 3, 4. That'll probably still be crooked. And then maybe one more. And then diagonal to make the shoulders both kind of the same. Okay, so there's like my shirt collar, right? Okay, I'm gonna now go up. My neck is gonna come up a little from here, so I'm gonna go like this. There's the rest of my neck, like maybe 2. And then like my head, your neck comes up, and then your head kind of comes out from the side. So I might go out one from each, maybe two. I like. And this is all how you want to draw you. You have the creative license. I'm kind of lightly sketching this in because then I'm going to go back and add some hair too. I'm going to go diagonal 2 of them. Okay, and you again, yours can be completely different than Miss Watts's. She is just giving you an example. I'm going to come up here, and then same thing on this side because your head is kind of symmetrical, so you do want to pay attention to that. Using my ruler to create my perfect diagonals from corner to corner halves. Okay, so I went up 2, 2, and then this one's going to go up 2 all the way as well. So I kind of have my head laid out. So notice between my shirt and my head, I've taken up pretty much, there's not a whole lot of space around here. Okay, and I'm going to do some more details on my shirt in a minute, but I'm going to think about my hair. Okay, Miss Watts usually wears a ponytail, so she might want to create that. Maybe some bangs to the side here to give it, it doesn't have to be exactly mimicking you, but like kind of how you look, you know, you can give yourself a little if you always wanted, you know, more hair than you have. Miss Watts is always thinking, oh, I'd love some more hair. Maybe this comes out like this, and then she comes up here. This is going to be her hair. And diagonal. Trying to create it so it's just not a square on your head, you know, you don't want it to just be a square. And then I'm going to erase this line because this face part won't be in there anymore. And then maybe, you know, maybe I have some little bangs here, right? You know, and across and across. Okay, and then maybe this one comes diagonal 2, 1, and then across, right? And my ponytail I'm going to make up here. My little bun is going to come up here, so I'm going to make this one diagonal to like here. Remember, we're taking up most of our paper, so I'm creating, guys, you'll have to make your heads bigger because you have less hair than a girl. So my guys, you guys will have to make a little bigger head and calculate that in because your hair, unless you have a lot of hair as a guy, your hair is going to be a lot shorter than, you know, like a girl's will be. And then Miss Watts is going to make her little bun here. I'm going to go back like this and up and out, up. I'm actually going to go into this whole, I'm going to let my bun take up this whole little corner up here, like my little poof ball here, and horizontal. And again, play around with shapes, or not shapes, but, you know, making it kind of creative. And that's my little thing. And I'm going to put maybe a scrunchie here. I can, when I color, I'll put a little bow or scrunchie, like a hair tie in my hair here. So I'll highlight these squares right here, diagonally across. So that'll be my little scrunchie to hold my ponytail there. There we go. Maybe I feel like I need some down here too, because it looks a little drab down that way. So maybe I'll change that, which is fine. I might feel like I need here's my ponytail holder, which will come here. Oh no, it'll have to go. Hold on. This will be my hair. Okay, so that's my ponytail. And maybe my ponytail holder is that square too. So there's my little ponytail. Okay, kind of fun. Anyway, so there's my hair. I'm going to come in and do my eyes and my mouth and my nose. Okay. So I might, for eyes, real simple or real intense. It's up to you how big you make them. I'm going to go, I like when they have those real big cartoony eyes. So I'm going to make mine windows. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Using my ruler, making my lines neat. Okay, and then I'm going to put another eye. This one was 1, 2, 3 squares. 1, 2, 3 squares. You want to try and make, if you're going to make, 1 and 3 squares, you want to make the other one too, so that they're even, your eyes, right? Okay. And then I might make this line when I make my little eyebrow, just a thin line. I just could make it darker in my picture. And then maybe I make, remember I can cut them in half. So I might make this my pupil, right? 1.5 squares wide. Just because I haven't cut anything in half. And that will give me, when I color, I might make like a little white splotch in them to give a little accent. But there's my eyes. I might just in pencil with my drawing when I'm coloring, color in a nose. I might not want like a nose that's like huge and stand out like an actual shape. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And so that's the center. So I might come in here. That would be half of one of these. And just make a sketched line for myself. 1.5. So that I have it. Right. And then I might just color that in on top of my drawing. I'm not actually giving it a shape. That's just going to be that. And then my lips. So I'm going to come down here a little below my mouth, my nose. I'm going to draw in a sketch line first to create the mouth. And another sketch line for myself just to give me an idea of where I want my mouth. And then I can work with the shape that I want. So I think I'm going to do like maybe some duck lips. And create this look. And erase lightly so I don't tear my paper. You do want to be careful with this paper because it is thin. So you don't want to erase too hard. And a duck lip here, duck lip there, here a duck, there a duck, everywhere a duck, duck, goose. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that line. Right? A little off center, but that's okay. Maybe I just give that line for emphasis. There we go. Okay, and then the last but not least, I'm going to come down here to my shirt and give it, maybe for a girl especially. A guy, you could put like a design, like try and draw the Under Armour or the Nike symbol. I was going to come and just make my shoulders look a little less football player-y by adding a little diagonal design to it. Maybe it's one of those off-the-shoulder shirts. You could create that look, kind of doing a staircase look. Or you could do straight diagonal. Maybe I create it like this and then across, and this would be her little shoulder showing. That's up to me. Or I could simply come down and maybe just make it a little more feminine like that. That's up to me. Right? And then I'm going to do that same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down. Along the line. Okay, and erase this extra. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to stop right there with my drawing. So I'm going to show you the whole thing just for a second. There you go. And I'll see you in the next video.